I'm Mahdi Shaheeb Sher. My website is www.mahdishaheebsher.com. I think one of my interests in the world is kind of European thinking. I think European thinking is kind of mostly borrowed from the rest of the world. I don't think Europe has much of a history in the world. So I think much of European thought is unfortunately borrowed from the rest of the world. In particular, maybe probably from the Persians. I think much of European thought and knowledge and education is derived from Persians. So I think that most of European thought, including the Renaissance and the Enlightenment, I don't admire the Renaissance, the European Renaissance, or the European Enlightenment. I think those things are quite basic in terms of how they've developed thought and knowledge. So I don't admire European Renaissance and Enlightenment. In fact, I'm quite opposed against European Renaissance and Enlightenment. But I think most of European thinking has come from the influence of the Persian Empire, with lots of the Persian kings in the Persian Empire, and I think it kind of trickled into the schools and teachers. I think the Persians had some kind of interest in schooling and educating people. But I think most of European education is derived from Persian education and Persian knowledge. So I think there are similarities between European culture and Persian culture. And I think European thought and knowledge is limited, perhaps to a similar degree as Persian education and knowledge. So it is kind of characteristic of that. And I think when it comes to thinkers and philosophers, European philosophers like Nietzsche and Marx and Robespierre and other thinkers that have pioneered European way of thought, they can draw their kind of knowledge back to the Persians. So I think most of these philosophers, European philosophers in Europe, are lunatics. That's my view of European philosophers. I think most European philosophers are lunatics and deranged. I take that as a view of the quality of their philosophy, the caliber of their philosophy, and what they discuss with their philosophy. I think when it comes to European philosophy, it's incoherent and it just goes on, and it's complete nonsense. I have no respect for European philosophy. I think it's damaging for the world, and I'm opposed against European philosophy. Thank you very much.